Hello, I'm your host Luay El Jondi, and you are watching the Arabic Hour. On today's program, Israel wants Iran war with Richard Silverstein and Awakening to Israel with Alice Rothschild.
The way that I began this discovery process was, first of all, having a political analysis, knowing about colonialism, imperialism, about the forces within the world. And then the second thing was that I consciously began meeting with people who were different than me, for instance, Palestinians.
Awakening to Israel with Alice Rothschild and Israel Wants Iran War are the main segments of today's program. Both programs brought to you courtesy of Alternate Focus and were co-produced by Moral Politics. First, let's watch Israel Wants Iran War with Richard Silverstein.
Good evening and welcome to Moral Politics. I'm your host, Bill Wolford. The Jewish community splits over Iran. War hawks want war with Iran, and they're vocal. The Jewish Federation of Seattle just sponsored an event facing the Iranian threat. It was unfair, unbalanced, and reached a foregone conclusion, according to my guest tonight, Richard Silverstein. There was no Iranian expert or historian in the discussion. Can the pro-Israel war lobby change public opinion? If so, America will have another war. Richard Silverstein has expressed his alarm. A strike on Iran would be a catastrophe. It is my pleasure to welcome a courageous, progressive Jewish voice to Moral Politics, Richard Silverstein.
Thank you for having me, Bill.
Richard, my first question is, an obvious one. Is war with Iran imminent?
My answer to that is, God, I hope not.
I share that hope. We certainly don't want any more wars.
Right. I think, though, you have to approach this from two possible angles. One is the Israeli angle and one is the American angle. I don't believe that the Obama administration wants to see an attack on Iran. I do believe that there are strong elements within the Israeli government that would like to see an attack on Iran, including the Israeli military. How those two entities are going to fight it out and which one is going to succeed, we don't know. So I think that there is a very real danger of there being an attack.
One that viewers better take seriously. Absolutely. Now, I know that there was a forum. I just mentioned the Jewish Federation of Seattle sponsored Facing the Iranian Threat last Wednesday. Basically, we could say this was the Drumbeat for War conference, or it has been dubbed the Get Iran conference. What transpired at that conference?
That was an event that was organized by the local federation and several local community groups that I call...
You say the federation, you're talking about the Jewish Federation?
Seattle Jewish Federation, along with a couple of local Israeli